Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Darma Putra Suganda. At this time, I will configure bridge to router in the router MikroTik. First, log into router with Winbox. Use MAC address. Connect. In here, I configure identity, the command, system, identity, setname. Next, check interface to use in the router 1. The command is interface print. Here, I use interface ether 1 for connect to router 2. And for interface 4, I use for connect to laptop client. Next, I configure internet access with wireless. Next, enable the wireless interface. The command interface wireless enable WLAN 1. Enter. Check interface wireless print. In here, interface wireless has been enabled. Then, configure internet access on the router 1 using the wireless interface. The command interface wireless security profile add name DPS and mode dynamic cache and authentication WPA P. PSK for Unicast Shippers ASCCM and TKIP Group Shippers ASCCM TKIP and for WPA research RKD KD 8 WPA KDR 88. Enter. Next, set WLAN 1, the command is interface wireless set WLAN 1 SID and for mode station and security profile use DPS. Enter. Check again interface wireless print. In here, interface wireless has been running. If the wireless interface is running, configure the DHCP client for IP request to the ESP. The command IP DHCP client add interface WLAN 1. Check IP DHCP client print. In here, status DHCP client disable. Enable DHCP client. The command IP DHCP client enable numbers 0. Check again IP DHCP client print. So here the router has got an IP from the ESP. To find out whether the router is connected to the internet or not, do a ping google.com test on the router. The command ping google.com. Then the result is reply, which means router has been connection to the internet. Then create a bridge interface on the router 1. The command at name. Here I make it with the name bridge server. Next, enter the interface you want to use bridge. Here I will bridge the Ether 1 and Ether 2 interface with the command interface bridge port add interface Ether 1 bridge server. Enter, reconnect. Use MAC address connect. And next, I enter interface Ether 2 for interface bridge. The command interface bridge port add interface Ether 2 bridge server. Enter. Reconnect. Look at the interface that has been bridged with the command interface bridge port print. Then here the Ether 1 and Ether 2 interface are success in the bridge. Next, configure the IP address for the bridge interface with the command IP address at address 7.7.7.1/24 for interface bridge server. Enter. Check IP address with the command IP address print. In here, I success at IP address for interface bridge. Next, configuration DHCP server so that the client will get the IP dynamically with the command IP DHCP server setup. DHCP server interface, in here I use bridge server. Enter, 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 enter. DNS server, I use DNS from Google. Is 8.8.8.8. Enter, enter. Also configure the NAT firewall so that client will get dynamic IP can connect to the internet network with the command IP firewall NAT skirt NAT at chain NAT and out interface use VLAN 1 and action masquerade. Enter. After that, configure in the router client. Cancel. Login, use MAC address, connect. Before that, I configure system identity with the command system identity set name client. And next, check the interface on router 2 with the command interface print. Here, router 2 or router client use interface ether 1 to connect to router 1 and ether 2 to connect to client. Next, create a bridge interface on the client router with the command interface bridge add name bridge client. Enter. Then enter the port to be bridge with the command interface bridge port add interface ether 1 bridge client. Enter and enter ether 2 for bridge client. Enter. Reconnect to see the interface bridge port with the command interface bridge port print. Then do the DHCP client configuration to connect to the router server with the command IP DHCP client add interface bridge client. Enter IP DHCP client enable number 0. Enter. Check IP DHCP client print. Now here the client router has got a dynamic IP from the router server, namely 7.7.7.254/24. And for testing, ping from the client router to the server router with the ping 7.7.7.1. Enter. And the result is REPI, which means router client has been connected to the router server. Perform an internet test on the client router with the command ping google.com. And the result is REPI, which means router client has been connected to the internet. Then do the IP DHCP request via the laptop client. Properties v4 and use obtain an IP address automatically. Okay. And check how many IP is obtained by the client laptop. Status details. Here, the client laptop get the IP dynamic, which is 7.7.7.253 /24 and check ping with CMD in the laptop client. Ping the router server via CMD in the laptop client with the command ping 7.7.7.1 and the result is reply, which means laptop client has been connected to router server. Do also ping Google on the CMD client laptop with the command ping google.com. Then the result is reply, which means laptop client has been connected to the internet. Remote again on the router server. Use MAC address connect. In the router server, check IP DHCP server list print with the command IP DHCP server list print. Here, the IP that has been dynamic given to the client. That's all from me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.